Alright y'all, breaking news out of Quartzsite.
It just got squishy and it exploded.
I can feel the fire that lives inside my bones. There's a desire in my soul.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is travel day and it's 8 o'clock, so we're kind of still making good time. We want to be on the road by 8. But y'all, we have to go through a million gazillion roundabouts.
Yeah, but at least it's not going to be busy. Some of them are 2-lane roundabouts, which is fine with a trailer if it's not busy. If you got people next to you, it can be a little hairy. But we scoped it out. We did that ahead of time, yesterday? So we should be good. You'll find out when we do.
Yeah, and we're on our way to Quartzsite, y'all.
It's the gathering place for all who call themselves RVers.
Right. They say it's not busy yet, and we're going to an RV park first because we've never been. We don't know what to expect or anything, so we're gonna take a couple of days to scope it out and see where we're gonna land first. Okay, we showed you our water hack, and here's where our water is gonna sit on our way to Quartzsite. So place your bets below. Is the water still going to look like that when we get to Quartzsite, or are we going to have water bottles everywhere? What do you think?
I think the way it's situated, I'm going to be hopeful and say they're not going anywhere. I don't know.
I think so too. Alright, are you ready to head further south?
I'm ready to go to Quartzsite for the first time. Let's get it. Of roundabouts. And have you ever towed an RV or driven an RV through that many roundabouts at one time? I never have.
I think our first one was single lane, and then after that it was double, but can you believe probably most of them people wanted to ride beside us going through the roundabout? Me personally, if I was driving just a truck or a car and it was an 18-wheeler or an RV, I would not be riding beside them in a roundabout. What is your opinion on that? I don't know if you can see, but in the distance there's these very tall cactuses, and are they called Sagora cactuses, or do I have that totally wrong? Let me know. See, some have arms and some don't. Some have one arm and some have no arms. They're just a stick. Yeah, leave us a comment. What are they called? That's so cool. We're trying to take the Phoenix bypass. I'd planned the route last night, and even it didn't show this closed on Google last night, but now all of a sudden Google says it's closed. We see all these orange cones, so we're gonna have to do a route detour, and we didn't plan this part of the route. Ugh. Now
the good news is it'll probably just take us through the heart of Phoenix. On interstates go from one to the other, so I think even though traffic might be horrendous, I think we got to stay on the interstate, right? What do y'all think? We're fixing to go in. Did the water spill everywhere, or did it stay? Oh my goodness! Look! Wow, my new favorite hack.
Look at that! Because now the waters don't go everywhere like before they went everywhere. Look at that. That's the best hack we've done in a while.
I can't believe still that we found a TikTok hack that actually works for regular folks.
Alright, y'all, so we're in our site here at, what is it called? Quail Run?
Quail Run.
We're like right here on this pavement, and the tires were touching, so Matthew had to back up and give us like an inch. Alright, y'all, I'm going to show you our site now that the slides are open. I showed you what the pad looked like with the tires, with the slide in. Now the slide's out. See, it's over the patio right now. It's a gravel lot with a concrete patio. And you have to park your vehicle beside your RV. And I think they said the sites were 50 feet long. And you get sewer, electric, and water. And as I told you, our slides are really close to the electrical box right here. And we're almost to the back of the site. Do you remember when we were at the KOA journey and I said, look at what we get to look at outside our kitchen window? Well, do you want to see what's out there now? You're going to be surprised. There's our stove. Bam! A Dodge 3500 heavy duty right there. Like, we don't even park this close to our RV. Is that not insane? This is probably one of the tightest RV sites we have ever had. Just ridiculous. Hey everybody, we made it to Quartzsite.
We're here. We're in the RV promised land.
The boondocking capital of the world, maybe.
Maybe. We're about to go figure that out. If it's as good as it claims, we'll bring y'all along, see what we find.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try to head to the LTVA office first.
Yeah.
But at this RV park, Quail Run, AT&T is great, Verizon is great. I don't know what happened to T-Mobile.
Hey y'all, we're at the LTVA, the La Posa South, and we just got our stickers for the season, so we're good.
So we're gonna go explore and see where we're gonna wind up. But they also said they have T-Mobile and it worked fine until they got here. So I don't know. I thought T-Mobile was good in Quartzsite, but theirs isn't working either. So.
But Verizon and AT&T is working right now, so we're gonna go explore.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This might be one of the spots we pick in Quartzsite. Matthew's taking a picture for coordinates. But it doesn't look that crowded right here. We went to the first two spots in La Posa and it was really busy. And then we came, is this the third one?
I lost track.
It's La Posa something washed. But then we found this spot and look at all the mountains. And it's not that crowded right here. Y'all, I didn't know that they had mountains in Quartzsite. I thought the desert was just flat.
You learn something every day.
This is short-term BLM land, so this is not in the long-term area. And no one has come this far. I mean, every once in a while you'll see like a van way out there and there's like an RV way out there. But look at the mountains. No, this space is not crowded right now, and we get a view of a cactus and the mountains. So today is Sunday, y'all. We're gonna check out the rest of the short-term BLM areas, but I don't know if anything's gonna compete with this spot right now. All right, y'all, behind us is the interstate, but let me show you what's in front of us.
It's totally awesome. And you can get right up on the base of those mountains. Like literally right at the base of it.
So we found two spots that we liked that we can get the fifth wheel into. This is the Dome Rock BLM short-term area.
All right, y'all, breaking news out of Quartzsite. If you're going to Quartzsite this winter, 2022-23, look, they have a new propane station. Pit Stop is not the only place to go. This is by the Quail Run RV Park. See, they got 3 dump stations here, and then they have some blue water fill stations over there, filtered water, and then you can fill your propane up over here. You see down there again, there's some blue stations down there. You can fill up your water for your whole RV, or if you just need a little bit, 25 cents a gallon, filtered water. They even run it through an ultraviolet light, or run it past an ultraviolet light, and you can get ice. Now they were telling us that they might go up to $2.50 for 10 pounds of ice. You're gonna turn, if you're coming from Quartzsite itself, headed out of town, headed north on 95, you're gonna turn left, the exit right before Quail Run. So if you see the Quail Run sign, it's West Cherokee Lane.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Today we are going to our boondocking site. We hope it's still available. There were plenty of spaces there yesterday.
And we went to an area that doesn't get that busy. So a lot of this area around Quartzsite gets totally filled up come January, and apparently where we picked is kind of out there, so we like it.
I think it's Plumosa Road, but you can only stay 2 weeks at a time in a 28-day period. We've already seen a lot of rigs leave, so it's already 9:23 and we need to get going.
Yeah, usually we can be out by 8:30, but not today, kind of slow.
Are you ready to get out of this RV park?
I do not like it here. I'm ready to get out. Let's get it and hurry.
All right. Alright y'all, so we got to our boondocking site and I started to, put the RV back together. One thing we like to do is keep our apples low to the ground. You see all this mess on the floor. Like, let me show you. All this mess. And then here's the bag of apples. We had 2 bags. And that's the last surviving bag. And it's got apple juice all over it. Because what happened was the other bag of apples must have had a rotten apple in it. It just got squishy and it exploded, like all in the cabinet. This cabinet we have open right there. So all of this stuff was in that cabinet. And then here's this bag that's sticky and it got up on the countertop because I didn't realize that the apples were leaking until I put it up on the countertop. So we're boondocking, which means not much water, so I'm using 409 and I finally got everything out of that cabinet and I scrubbed it. And so with the apples, I'm gonna have to take them out of this bag and wash them each, and then we're gonna just put them in a Ziploc bag or something. But this bag is also ruined because we don't want ants. And ants love little sugary stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And I'll show you what Matthew's doing. The reason he's not helping is he's out here building us a fire ring, which we're excited about. Here at Quartzsite, they sell firewood. I mean, if you can get it at a reasonable price. The first place we stopped at, they wanted to charge like $30 for a wheelbarrow because they said you can't burn anything that you find on the ground. You have to like go and purchase the wood. Parker Walmart because Quartzsite does not have a Walmart and we're trying to get in before the rush, and it's a Monday and it's busy. We're leaving the Parker Walmart. It was like a madhouse in there, like it was Black Friday. Y'all, that was crazy. And they call it a super center, so I guess a super center is considered anything that maybe has a garden center and a grocery store. I don't know, but if you come to Quartzsite, try to hit Walmart up before you come to Quartzsite. Parker's not my first choice. I think Blythe was the other town, but Blythe doesn't have a Walmart. Now, if you go down to Imperial Dam, I think you're getting closer to Yuma, so, just plan accordingly. All right, y'all, I'm gonna give you our site tour here at Plumosa Road in Quartzsite, Arizona. We have a little fire ring right here, and then Matthew made us a little bitty rock border. Here is our patio mat, and then we have some wood that we bought at a local place, and there's our cactus. We get to see outside of our window, and no one's over here where we are right now. I don't know if you can see, but there's white posts, and you can't camp past the white post, but you can camp on this side, and you can stay here for 14 days. And Matthew right now has the truck on this side because sometimes we do have to get the generator out because the sun doesn't stay in the sky that long. So we've been lasting about 2 to 3 days, and then we have to help ourselves along with the generator. Alright everybody, it's everybody's favorite time, at least for me, maybe Matthew. I get to take down our fall decorations, and I'm gonna decorate for Christmas. So, I've been waiting to take these fall decorations down, y'all. I'm keeping this one for sure. Isn't this so cool? Is it stuck? Oh, look, I got it. If this has seen better days, give thanks, y'all. Look at that. It's like I can't even survive till Thanksgiving. Here's my fall decorations. Now, Matthew, out of all these fall decorations, which ones am I keeping in my seasonal bin?
None of them?
He is rude. This is my seasonal bin, and our friends get a big seasonal bin, but I think I've talked him into letting me upgrade at least one size bigger than this. I think I should get a seasonal bin. Leave me a comment below. Should Sean get a seasonal bin?
Of all the stuff we need to store, cheap decorations are probably not high on the list.
Well, just wait till you see Christmas, though. Guess what, everybody? I get a bigger bin. You want to know why? This does not fit in a shoebox. So, Mr. Matthew is going to go find me another bin. I think we have one. He can move stuff around and give me a bigger bin, and I will keep you updated. Okay, here's my fall stash, and here is the bin that Matthew decided to let me have. This is my seasonal bin, so I get to maybe have fall and Christmas all in here.
I gave her my bin. That was mine.
Oh, look, y'all, it fit. So that means I get to keep Mr. Scarecrow. Now, Mr. Scarecrow might have to go so I can make room for Christmas stuff, unless I can upgrade to another bin. Look how much room I have. I should have tons of room for my Christmas stuff at the end of the season.
So is Sean happy?
Wait till y'all see my Christmas stash, everybody. Alright, y'all. Do y'all want to see my Christmas stash? I fit it all in these 2 chairs. So I have 2 Christmas trees this year. That's right, 2. And I think everything's gonna fit in the RV. I'm not sure if I still need more stuff, but the majority of this stuff came from the Dollar Tree and like the Dollar General and Family Dollar. I think I got a couple of things at Walmart. Walmart really didn't have much this year to choose from, because we went to a Walmart in Parker. They had like 1 Christmas aisle. I mean, I've been to Walmarts that have like 5 or 6 Christmas aisles, so that's just crazy.
Alright, so by now y'all have heard us talk a lot about our solar setup, and we love our solar setup. The problem with the winter is, and we're in almost like mid-November, and the problem is the sun is not in the sky for as long. Obviously, it gets dark by like 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there. And then it's not as high in the sky anymore. So if it's a bad angle, a very slight angle, we're not going to get as strong of a reception from the sun. So we got to use this generator about every 3 days, I'd say. Right now, we can last about 3 days because we have 600 amp hours in the battery bank. And with all of our 1600 watts on this roof, that's about where we're at. So let me try to start this. So you remember that hack I told you about? Not really a hack, but that tip I told you about where if your battery isn't starting it, then you can use propane for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and that should jumpstart it, your battery enough to where you can then use the gasoline. Remember, because you can't use gasoline without some electricity, and right now we don't have any electricity. So this works. Alright, the reason I unplugged it before I started electrically is this generator is really good, but it seems the overload light comes on when I plug it in before I start it up, so I try to start it up just empty. Maybe that's the way everybody does it, I don't know.
Alright, y'all, do y'all want to see something exciting? I'm excited. Look.
We're hauling rocks, ain't that fun?
Matthew's hauling rocks, but look, y'all, he built the biggest campfire. Look at that, it's like way taller than our fire pit.
I'm so proud of this. This is an upside down fire. You put the big honking stuff on the bottom, you put the medium stuff in the middle, And I haven't put the tiny stuff, the tinder, on there yet because it might blow away. We got to go have supper first.
We are having our first boondocking campfire, and we invited our friends over, Tom and Ann. In fact, we're going to go eat pizza with them at, is it Silly Owl's?
Uh-huh.
Silly Owl's in Quartzsite. I heard they have a pizza called a Gigantagore.
Goliath. It's a
Oh.
20-inch pizza.
I thought you told me Gigantagore earlier.
Oh.
He did, y'all. He said it was a Gigantagore.
Oh. And the kind of wood this is?
Mm-hmm.
Here. Smell that. That smells good. That's juniper.
Yeah.
It's not pine, it's juniper. I guess it's a hardwood.
Oh, I can get whiffs of it. I bet that's going to smell so good when it starts tonight.
Yep, I can't wait. As long as, not to be a pessimist, but as long as nobody steals it while we're gone, we'll be okay.
Right. But this area seems pretty safe. The only thing we've heard so far has been coyotes. I think we've heard them twice so far.
Well, if they like bonfires, they can pull up a chair.
Right. FYI, y'all, would y'all believe me if I said I hauled all these rocks?
Most of them.
I took at first I was just walking to the rock, and all I could pick up was one, and I'd bring it back, and Matthew said, yeah, why don't you just wait until we can take the truck around? And so he was busy making the highest fire stack I've ever seen. So I said, well, I'm just going to take the truck. So I drove the truck around to the different piles of rocks, and I picked them up, and some of the rocks were just loose, laying, just scattered for no reason, and then some were already like dismantled fire pits or fire rings, so we just took them from there.